We are, through the crisis of the pandemic. We're entering another respiratory virus season, and we're going to see people get sick with respiratory viruses.
With fall now upon us, the province's chief public health officer, Dr. Brent Roussin, is urging Manitobans to take the necessary steps to protect themselves this season. And that, of course, begins with ensuring that they have up-to-date vaccinations for both COVID-19 and the flu.
We're going to be recommending the influenza and the COVID vaccine to all Manitobans 6 months of age and older. But strongly recommending it. It's especially important to those who are high risk, those over age 65, those who have underlying medical conditions, those who may belong to certain racialized groups that we saw that had increased risk of severe outcomes during the pandemic. And then for children, certainly for influenza, those under 5 are also considered high risk.
Unfortunately for those wanting to get ahead of the rush, Dr. Roussin says the vaccination shipment won't arrive in the province for another couple weeks.
We're expecting the vaccines maybe a week or two, and then with all the process, have them starting to ship out maybe mid-October. And again, we're going to ship it to those priority areas first. So we'll provide that information once we have more details.
As for the RSV vaccine that has been approved by Health Canada and recently provided to vulnerable seniors in personal care homes in Ontario, Dr. Roussin says the province will await approval from the National Advisory Committee on Immunization before implementing the new vaccine.
Well, the typical process is to wait for a NACI recommendation to look at various things. What population does it best serve? Should it be part of the publicly funded system? And then which population who should deliver it? So these are complex things that we want to look at.
But it's a stance that doesn't sit well with Thomas Lenner, provincial director of the Manitoba Health Coalition. He says the province should be following the lead of our neighbors to the east in order to protect those most vulnerable.
So when you see a province like Ontario, which is a massive driver of healthcare policy in Canada, taking this step, then it's something that our province should seriously look at, especially when we know, just how vulnerable seniors have been to the effects of COVID-19. Manitoba had one of the worst records during the deadly second wave of COVID-19 in all of Canada in regards to seniors in our PCHs, infection rates and death rates. Nobody wants to see a repeat of that. Let's take every step that we can to protect our seniors.
From Winnipeg, Kurt Black, City News.